There was an Evocati playtest recently in the Tech Preview channel focusing on the upcoming engineering gameplay. Unfortunately, I am not part of the Evocati myself, so I wasn't able to take part directly, and I can't report on how that session went. However, as is often the case after these internal tests, data miners have uncovered quite a few leaks from the build itself, and that's exactly what we are going to talk about in today's video because, as you will see, these findings are very interesting, especially if you have been curious about the kinds of missions that we'll be seeing in the Nix system. So, the latest leaks from the Nix system files reveal two new mission types issued by Intersect Defense Solutions, both involving escalating confrontation with the Vanduul. These contracts suggest that the alien threat is not just an isolated incident, but part of a growing pattern of incursions that the UEE and local security forces can no longer handle alone. As a result, Intersect appears to be hiring freelance pilots to bolster their defenses and respond quickly to attacks across the system. The first mission is titled Kill Vanduul Ship, and it tasks the player with intercepting and eliminating a Vanduul vessel that has been linked with multiple raids in Nix. The mission briefing emphasizes the danger of the target and the need for immediate and decisive action. It portrays the Vanduul as highly skilled and merciless opponents, reinforcing their reputation as one of the most formidable enemies in the Star Citizen universe. The contractor is promised compensation based on the risk, which implies that this could be one of the more challenging bounty-style missions available in the region. The second mission, Defend Ship Under Vanduul Attack, introduces a more dynamic scenario where an Intersect operator vessel is already under assault. Players must respond to a distress call and engage enemy forces to protect the targeted ship before it is destroyed. This kind of mission puts towards a more reactive and time-sensitive contract in Nix, where quick decision-making and combat readiness is essential. It's basically the same kind of missions that we have right now with the Foxwell missions in the Star Citizen universe. Together, these missions paint a picture of a Nix system that is subject to Vanduul raids, with Intersect stepping into the role of a private military contractor operating in the volatile frontier environment. This also hints that Nix's gameplay loop may focus heavily on rapid response combat missions, Vanduul raids, and possibly a growing reputation system tied to private security work. If these leaks are any indication, players can expect a much more dangerous and combat-driven experience once the Nix system goes live. Next is what seems to be a mission chain that appears to be a multi-part narrative arc set in the Nix system, centered around Intersect Defense Solutions, investigating a black market smuggling ring that traffics Vanduul technology and biological components. The missions are led once again by Deacon Tobit, who is going to be Intersect's operation manager. Intersect's. I don't know if CIG did that on purpose, but yeah, it's funny. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so they directly tie to the aftermath of the Onyx facility incident, a site known for illegal Vanduul explorations under ASD. The first mission, titled Vanduul Tech Smugglers, begins with the player being sent to the QV Planet Services Logistics Stations, a derelict facility suspected of being used by smugglers. The briefing explains that Intersect has been contracted by the UEE to track down a group of black market dealers connected to the Onyx experiment. Upon arrival, players must infiltrate the station, locate a UEE contact, and then investigate the site to uncover who is behind the operation. Objectives include obtaining an airlock access card, overriding security lockdowns, decrypting data packets, and retrieving intel from enemy leaders encountered in ambushes. As the mission unfolds, the player discovers that the smugglers are affiliated with a criminal organization known as the Shattered Blade. These outlaws appear to be selling Vanduul components and data on the black market, potentially to factions or corporations seeking to replicate alien technology. The player's goal is to recover encrypted data files, use decryption keycards to access restriction systems, and upload the recovered intelligence to Intersect for analysis. The follow-up missions retrieve additional smuggler intel, sends the contractor back to the same QE facility after Intersect determines that more information can still be extracted. The operation is similar in structure. Find the encrypted data, use a decryption key to unlock it, and then upload the recovered intel. However, this time, the Shattered Blade have fortified their defenses, suggesting the smugglers are aware of intersex interference and are now actively resisting. Throughout these missions, the tone is investigative but increasingly dangerous, blending combat, infiltration, and data recovery gameplay. The leaked objectives also imply a layered structure, searching derelicts for access cards, breaching airlocks, decrypting data, and fighting ambushes. Taken together, the Caboose missions here suggest a story-driven questline that not only expands on the Vanduul smuggling subplot, but also deepens on the lore surrounding Intersect's cover role within UEE intelligence operations in the Nyx system. The latest data reveals the addition of new commodities originating from the Nyx system, offering valuable insight into the region's economy and resources. These entries describe several metals and raw materials that could become integral to both mining gameplay and the trade economy once Nyx becomes explorable. The most notable addition is Lindinium, which is described as a versatile alloy metal prized for its compatibility with various other elements. Its value lies in its adaptability, and it is said that miners in Nyx go to great lengths to obtain it, implying that Lindinium deposits are rare and potentially located in hazardous environments such as asteroid fields or unstable mining zones. Both refined Lindinium and its raw ore form are listed, which is confirming here that we are going to be able to buy it, but also mine it, which is going to be part of the standard mining and refining loop. Another valuable metal introduced is Savrilium, a historically significant resource that once served as the economic foundation of early Nyx mining operations. Known for its unique alloyed properties, Savrilium appears to be a mid to high value material that could play a major role in the regional trade routes. Its inclusion in both ore and refined forms also suggests that it will have dedicated refining chains and may be sought after for high-tech industrial manufacturing. A third entry, Torite, is described as a metal which is going to be widely mined across the Nyx system. While it lacks the prestige of Lindinium and Savrilium, it seems to have a variety of local uses, possibly indicating that it will serve as a lower tier but abundant resource, ideal for smaller mining operations or local trade. Finally, the list of commodities include also organics, categorized as biological material derived from former living organisms such as meat, plant, biofuel, and other organic compounds. Though marked as placeholder text, its inclusion indicates that organic trade goods, perhaps tied to farming or salvage operation, will play a part in Nyx's economy. All of these links together paint a surprisingly detailed picture of what life and gameplay in the Nyx system might look like once it becomes available to players. From high-stake combat operations against the Vanduul to investigative missions uncovering black market stealing in alien technology and even a resource-driven economy based on new regional commodities, Nyx is shaping up to be far more than just another star system. It's a frontier caught between danger and opportunity. If these leaks are accurate, well, it looks like Nyx is going to offer some really interesting missions and awesome trade opportunities for peaceful players. It's going to be a place where combat, exploration, industry, and lore all converge. Between the new mission chains, the evolving Vanduul threat, and the rise of a distinct economy ecosystem, the system stands poised to become a cornerstone of the next major expansion of the persistent universe. And one thing for sure here, once Nyx goes live, it's going to be dangerous, fascinating, and deeply rewarding, and I cannot wait to try it in Alpha 4.4. That is all for this video, guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about those leaks, or perhaps you're more interested in trading. What are your expectations? What are you looking forward to when it comes to the Nyx system? Let me know everything in the comment section down below. That is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you enjoy this content and you want to support the channel, the link to Patreon down there is much appreciated. A big shout out to Dr. Frobin, Sokar Tarcisius, the Key to Docker, Shadow Rise, and Zero Crusher. I have been Iran, and I'll see you guys in the next one.